How's that? There we go. So it's disconnecting the stupid thing. All right. Check, check, check. Yeah, all right. Okay, so starting a stream. I have no idea how interesting this is likely to be. I suspect not, but I need to write a novel. I figure if I schedule regular streaming time to do it, maybe I'll get it done. Alright, so today I am really mostly concerned about trying to plot out my novel, get everything planned out. It is fairly early in the morning here, so you'll understand if I suffer a little bit from brain fog. This is something else. Something else. Okay. Notes. No, that's the wrong one too. I have no idea where any of my papers are. This is stuff. All right. So, yeah. As you can see, I am working in Scrivener. Although I haven't really used version 3 much at all. And I'm not terribly familiar with it yet, but chapter 2. Right. Sure, we'll have 3 chapters. Okay. Now, in theory, I should be able to go to planning mode and do it this way. Okay. Okay. It's going through my papers looking for my useful notes as opposed to my mostly unuseful ones. Okay. Now, I should mention, this is a novel that has been in various stages of planning for 5 or 6 years now, probably. And I don't have much of a recollection as to what anything is. And I've got... Okay, oh, that'll be useful. I've got a piece of paper here that just says, Clarence is a lady. I have no idea who Clarence is. Extra character I had in mind at some point, I guess. Oh, the life of a writer. Okay. So this story comes out of a short story that I wrote years ago called Moth Night. I'll give you a rundown of what this novel is and is about. It's a I'm calling it a Faux-Victorian Fae-Detective novel. Um, so it's sort of a parallel universe, London, I guess, or London-esque, Victorian-esque, London-esque city. I don't think I'll call it London, but it'll be. It should evoke that anyway. Um, Except that there's magic in the world that the story is set in. So there are imps and demons, and there's a. The main character is a guy who I think we're gonna call Frank Berg, and he is a homicide detective in the Metropolitan Police force of this fake Victorian London-esque kind of place, and he's on a case trying to solve a series of murders that have been committed by these monster creature things called moths. A moth is about 6.5 feet tall. You have these creepy leathery wing things that come out. They don't fly. They barely move at all. They're very slow, but they release these hallucinogens that render humans, in particular, bemused and easy prey, effectively. And then they shuffle up to the hallucinating person, wrap them up in their wings, and drain them of all their fluids. Pretty gross. So, Detective Berg here suspects that the moth attacks are somehow coordinated. Somebody knows something. The city council's covering something up, not taking the normal steps you would take to prevent them from happening. These attacks, these murders, effectively, and so he's on the case of what's going on there. When I say there's magic and stuff, as an example, in the police force, there is a department of forensic divination. So, yeah, it's. I'm hoping it's going to be in the style of sort of like a classic, hard-boiled detective novel kind of thing. Sort of, not necessarily in the writing style, but in the structure of the story, with a number of twists. Mr. Frank Berg has a history that he's not proud of, and that he generally tries to sweep under the carpet a little bit. Well, we'll find out. When we find it out, I don't want to give everything away. I am gonna try not to be too precious about spoilers and plot points and stuff. I'm writing a novel, and that means digging around in its guts and occasionally making changes to the way the guts go. And I'm going to have to be writing these things while you're watching, and I'm going to have to be talking about them and all that stuff. So, if you want to experience this story without any spoilers and not knowing what's coming up next, maybe tune out now and come back in a few months or a year when it's ready and published, and you can read it then. All right. So, I've got the plot sort of got the plot sketched out. I'm really glad I found this. 2 sheets of paper. Oh yeah. Reading my notes and remembering what I had in mind. Okay. So so I can feel useful. I'm tempted to just put it in scenes first and then arrange it into chapters later. Really? Oh, I see. Yeah, version 3 Scrivener is a relatively new animal to me. I have to say, it feels really weird working with an audience. Really weird working with an audience. I'm not used to this at all. It's pressure. So much pressure. Write the thing. Do the thing. Be competent. All right. So, yeah. The first chapter, well, it's prologue actually, is going to be the actual short story that was published as Moth Knight. I know they say don't do a prologue. Prologues are not done these days, but to hell with it. All right, so we've got in the story Moth Knight. We see a moth attack. A young woman gets drained of her fluids by a moth. It actually, I don't know if it's interesting or not, but it started out that was part of a project I was working on for fun, taking old Grimm and Perrault fairy tales and rewriting them. Not rewriting the fairy tale exactly, but maintaining the structure of the fairy tale, the story structure of the fairy tale, with a completely different set of characters, setting, context, style, everything. So I took a random number generator and generated a list of mashups for each fairy tale. And for the little match girl, I got horror, and it was already kind of it's a horrible story. Mr. Hans Christian Andersen. Really horrible story when you think about it. But so I turned that into Moth Knight. You can actually see if you know where to look, you can see the structure still there. Young woman, hallucinations, ends in death. Tried to keep it as close to the original as possible, actually. Although I doubt anyone would notice the connection without being told. Nobody has so far, anyway, and now it's too late. I've told everyone. So, Moth Knight, at the end of Moth Knight, Frank is saying that something needs to be done. Okay, so chapter 2. Where do I add? I should be able to add things in here. Split, next document. Yeah. What does that do? Oh, I don't want bookmarks. That should be the inspector. Okay. Okay. So, quite an exciting stream. Watch me as I learn a piece of software. All right. Uh-huh. Think we're going to remove that. Oops, trash. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I don't know why that's linked and that's not. Because that's supposed to be a folder. That's why. All right. Chapter 2. Outliner options. What else do we need? What word count in there? There's no words yet, but outliner options. Title synopsis. Where's I don't see synopsis anywhere. Okay. Let's do this. I want my corkboard view. Which I might just use an unmodified version of that, actually. Okay. Oh, I see. New text. Chapter 2. Back at the station. Is this the... Yes, it is. Okay, Frank is talking to his captain. Moths. Is resistant to investigating. Okay. Why is it doing that? I will... With numbers, thank you. Should be able to move those around. Why can't I? I guess we'll do it that way. Label. What are labels for? Oh, I can do colors. Right. Status. Well, the status is all. Status is all to do. Because I haven't done any of it. All right. Okay, so we got back at the station. But this should go here. You see, that's what happens. You get it the wrong way. Okay, what else do I need in that view? Keywords, no. Word count, maybe. Target progress. Progress. Oh yeah, because I have to set goals and stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, well, we'll leave it like that for now. Okay. So I don't have much thought up for the first part of the story, actually. All right. So add another text. Conversation with the sergeant. You'll find if you watch regularly that I can't spell to save my life. All right. You know what? I think maybe we'll corkboard this. So, prologue, that's done. Use original law. Right. Sorry, why am I trying to be in the camera? I suppose. Yeah. All right, so that's that. Now, chapter 2. All right. Oh, I can't have more than one paragraph on a synopsis, I guess. Oh, I have notes, though. All right, so Frank is coming from they are not intelligent. So aren't capable of murder, but Frank has a suspicion that someone is behind the attack and that they are. Mentions that victims, not all that seem to mostly be dust anyway. Frank gets angry saying no one deserves to be murdered. There. All right. So that first scene, I want to set up a little bit of sort of exposition about the moths and sort of what's going on. Okay, and then we're going to need another walking. Put him walking along. Oh yeah, I can just add one here, right? Okay, Frank walks back to the station, thinking about what's going on, and tie in his past that he doesn't like to talk about. Yeah. Describe the city a bit. The anger thing. Yeah. Oh, we don't need an O there. Dash. Okay. So we've got that there. Oops. I guess technically this is chapter 1. And then, okay. Yeah, I don't. I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do, call that chapters. I'm going to leave these folders alone for now. Convert to folder. Okay. And I'm just going to put the whole story in here. Start to finish. Actually, tell you what, I'm going to do this instead. Setup. And response. Resolution. I got a whole bunch of stuff to fill in here. I'm a big fan, actually. I use Larry Brooks's story engineering, story structure setup when I plan a novel. I find that the way that it's laid out in his materials, in his stuff, makes sense to me. It's easy to work with. For me, it is anyway. I know a lot of people don't like to have such a lot of structure in their writing, but okay, so let's go to another. This is the last one. There's been a murder. Dun dun dun. Alright, there's been a murder. Okay. Frank finds evidence that of human involvement. Alright. Okay, that is the. Okay, no, that's gotta wait till later. Hmm. Same cigarette. Found. No, we couldn't have. Can't have cigarette butts because they need to be wearing gas masks. Hmm. That's tough. All right. All right. Well, I've got some other stuff I can fill in. I'll figure that out later. For those who think that I plan too much. Ha, I don't. Sometimes I just wing it. Maybe I'm a plantser. I certainly write as quickly as a plant. Okay. Frank is on the trail. So he's going to get no support from anybody. Wow. It's been an hour already. Oh, no, but I was like, yeah, 20 minutes of making coffee. Hmm. No one in the chat. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. My mom just followed my feed. Of course, the only one watching is my mom. All right. Where were we? Yeah. So Frank's on the trail. All right. Finds clues to a drug ring. Okay. I can't type as well as spelling. All right. There we go. And recalls the comment from the sergeant that most of the victims are just okay. Talk to supplier. I'm gonna stop with the clever little titles. Has trouble tracking him down, but finds him eventually. breaking a few laws to do so. Okay. And we're going to have a conflict with Vice. He's stepping on their toes and disturbing their investigation. Oops. He follows from the warehouse. Warehouse, huh? Warehouse. Is there a way to zoom in? There is no way to zoom in. When I'm actually writing, we'll be able to zoom in. I've checked that, so it'll be easier to read on the screen. My apologies. All right. Warehouse. Oh yes, to the Auberge estate, confirming his worst fears / suspicions. Okay. So that is in the response. Things get worse. Okay. Okay. Attack. We're going to attack now. And a new one. Back. House. Why does it keep doing that? I want corkboard. Alright, back to the warehouse. Goes back during the day. Yeah. No. Later. We'll just see. Returns to the warehouse and assert. Skimming. I think I'm going to keep these at the scene level, so there's going to be lots of them, but and gets there just in time to see it or just after it's been done. Does he make an arrest? All right. But can't catch the perp. Okay. Right. Okay. So where does that happen? I know this is riveting viewing, I'm sure. Watch a middle-aged dude mumbling to himself about imaginary people. Okay, this is... I'm trying to basically eliminate my paper notes by putting everything in my document here. That was just a little side note. All right. Oh, what's this? It's sort of a... Yeah. So he's got... All right. This is where we need this view, though. What is it? The planning view? Outliner view, yeah. So we can arrange things and see where the big holes are. And there's some big holes. All right. Sergeant is confused. No homicides. Okay, yeah. And then we've got... All right, whatever. So we're getting all sorts of stuff going on there. Exposition and setting stuff. Back at the station, we see that there's resistance to investigating the moth attacks for some reason. It's all sus. He doesn't like that much. We're going to need more than that, though. That's not very much happening. All right. Okay, so we're going to go here in the setup. We need to add forensic divination. That's going to go here. Maybe that's who that person was that I... Who's a lady? Who is the lady? Clarence is a lady. It's an odd name for... Oh, I had something in mind for that. Half remember now what I was... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's all coming together now. Ooh. So, forensic divination, go to talk to friend Clarence. For now, anyway. In forensic divination, she says they've tried but can't get anything. I really can't type. Oh. Anything here. In relation to the objects. Both find this odd. Okay. So, I need a scene of Frank at home. That's Frank at home. Okay. Establish Frank past parentage and desire to not be connected. Let's stay in the same formatting. All right. I don't like that idea. It's a bit too much. I had this idea that, okay, so Frank's father, he's the illegitimate son of the most powerful noble, or one of the most powerful noble dudes in the city, acknowledged by the man, but and largely raised and educated within the circle of that family. Um, Oh, yeah. Flashback to how his mother was treated by the family. So glad you're here. Telling you about this reminded me of it, which is good because I would have forgotten, and it needs to be there. Um, so basically, his father's family and his relations on his father's side hounded his mother to death, mistreated her horribly, and what have you. And the contrast between the luxury that he saw in his father's household and the struggle and the poverty, not really poverty, but the disparity between lifestyles stuck with him and caused him to renounce his ties to his father's family. Um, in general, it vague for now. Okay. Hmm. All right. So this will be a longer scene that does a lot of work. Pours himself a drink and thinks about the case. Particular the timings, nations. It seems purposefully random. There we go. That'll be one of his first suspicious twigginesses. That it's not every day, it's not every night, rather. Um, it's not the same night every week. It's not every week. It's not the same places. There's no pattern, and the fact that there's no pattern tells him that it's not random animal attacks. For animal attacks, there'd be a population of these things in certain places, and then the attacks would likely center around those places. This is completely and absolutely perfectly random. There is no pattern, and that's a problem. Yeah. Okay. Uh, uh, when does he go to visit his cousin? Goes to visit his cousin at some point. That would be in the attack section. Okay, attack. Murder prevented. Okay. Just after, so it's not prevented. Murder witnessed. I don't want him to have a witness. I don't want him to be able to interview somebody, find out who they're working for yet. Well, his only lead. All right, and because of the carriage. I need to pop away for a moment. I will be back momentarily. And we're back. All right. Sorry about that. Had to bandage up my thumb. It's not going to focus on my thumb. Nah, can't see it. Sliced my thumb open a couple days ago and it opened up again. So, all right, where was I? So, okay, goes talk to his cousin. This is... Oh. Well, I've got some issues here. Got some things that I can't reconcile within the story. Okay. Reconciled. Figured out. Okay. So, forensic divination. Where is it? There we go. Demon. Some exposition about that. Okay. Demons are not are extra planar. There are two types of demons in this world. Those that are equivalent to... You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put that actually in here. And then I can just do this too. Demons are extraplanar. It wants a hyphen in there, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Those are equivalent to wizards or wizards who cross over spiritually and possess weaker than themselves. Those who cross over physically rarely and almost always by accident. Filling in a bit here and there where I feel like I want to, I guess. Okay, anyway. So... Second plot point. Okay. I'm going to say is resistant to opening official investigation. I imagine he's okay with Frank doing his own thing. Yeah. All right. I've written 49 words, not counting outlining stuff. I think this might end up being a fairly short novel, actually. Well, maybe not. We'll roll around in some descriptive settings, world building and setting and exposition, I suppose. All right, losing my focus here. So yeah, this is all foreshadowing for later. If you haven't caught on to that yet, all this demonic possession stuff. So there are two types of demon. Yeah, I think we want to go with page view and zoom in. There we go. And then you can see it too. Hooray! So yeah, demon. Clarence in forensic divination is a demon. Demons are extraplanar. I guess we don't need a full stop there. There are two types of demon in this world. Those that are equivalent to wizards and sorcerers in on their plane cross over spiritually and possess someone weaker than themselves. And those who cross over physically. This happens rarely and almost always by accident. There. Problem solved. I'm not telling you what the problem is. No. You'll find out when we get there. Or we find out at some point, I'm sure, but not right now. I'm not entirely sure about how I want to treat this. So, okay. What is the main point of the setup? We need to understand Frank's character mostly. Okay. He's not sure himself. He just has a feeling. Dun dun dun. All right. And walking back at the stage. Oh, yeah, because those have words, so they have a different icon. Oh, this is always the pull for me. I want to get this planned out properly in a shape that I like. I also want to start writing the damn thing. Tomorrow we start writing. Sitting at an hour and a bit now. Okay. So we've got that. Actually, I like how this is shaping up. Okay. Now we want that and that. Okay, well, we need another crime scene. I guess this is... Yeah, they were careless. It was rainy earlier in the day. And they left some footprints. Fresh footprints. Where do we talk about? Not that one. Okay. So where's the first midpoint? Then we've got there. Goes oh, okay, so they're on the backside. Okay. Okay, so that's in. So he finds out. Pulls some strings and gets invited to a social event where his family where some of his family are going to be. So in research, I guess I can put characters here. Subdocument. 1 second when I close my door. Okay. I'll add some stuff in here. Interesting. Okay. So rank Berg. Who else do we need? Clearance, I guess. Who else do we have for characters? Cassiopeia. His cousin. What's Frank's dad's name? Lord. Or shall figure the rest of that out later. Geoffrey d'Auberge. I like it. It'll work. Okay. We're going to have Captain someone. Captain someone. And Sergeant. I have to figure that out later, I guess. I'm not really much, to be honest, I'm not much for character sheets, but I think in this case it might be a good idea. Do I need character sheets for? No. Like the supplier, the corner dealer, the dust pusher, whatever we want to call him, drug dealer guy. Those little minor one-off characters that we won't see more than once. All right. So no, I want him to murder prevented. Oh, no. Murder witnessed. Chase ensues and he catches the perp, who is rendered unconscious. Dude. Okay. Let's go back to here, and we're in this. We want to be in corkboard form. Oh, okay. All right, so 7-pinch. Okay. Why? Why would? Don't want it to switch views like that. Okay. Frank and his perp. The perp dies for no good reason. No cause of death. Cause of death. His heart. Okay. So Okay. So that's actually going to be two scenes probably. Planning and then the actual social event. He can imply, yeah. So now we can lead in from one to the other. That's fine. Yeah. So that is. Okay. Cass. Now I actually have a little bit of stuff here. On who is involved in family and gets nowhere. Yeah. Is nowhere. Okay. And I'm going to include a gotta love my commas. Okay. Doing your work and how do you decide who which self to true to? Alright, anyway, I didn't get distracted with the writing stuff. Today is not about writing, it's about planning. Just a moment. Yes, I'm working. I'm live streaming. After lunch. All right, where were we? Okay, so that's in there. I can throw it away. Huzzah! This is kind of how I work when I write. I have ideas for little bits of dialogue, little tidbits that I quite often end up cutting out. Actually, no, I don't know. Maybe not quite often, but frequently enough, they just don't end up fitting in the finished story. But they do get me where I need to go. So, yeah. All right, where were we on the planning stuff side of things? Okay, we got that done. I wonder if I want to change Frank. I'm gonna have to do a family tree. Make up a bunch of names. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that now though. I don't need to do that now, so I won't. All right, let's go back to. We're gonna attack, and here we go. Okay. Okay, no, this is not. Yeah. It's gonna have to go there. Okay. And yes. Goes to visit his cousin. I know I'm spelling that wrong. EIA. EIA. There we go. And there we go. All right. So it's nowhere. Our info is okay. So we got Frank's past there. Where are we here? Okay, so then forced to go visit his father. Dad. All right, so he goes to visit his father. I have to write that last. It's okay, but what is going on? Of dude. Frank's mother. Okay. And then to go here. Another bit of dialogue that, or not really a dialogue, but sometimes we need to hurt, love, protect them. Something worse. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so he goes to talk to his dad. This is... okay. Let's go in here. Okay. So his cousins. Is that? Yeah, there's a space there. All right. Goes to his cousin's party. And the party begins with party after some time. Certain guests on the private party. Guests are taking cordial stronger pure liquid dust and having a bit of an orgy. Frank is not interested and tries to leave, but Cass pressured. See, convinces him to stay. Fun and knows it solve the mystery. All right. Takes the cordial, feels somehow strengthened. But it's not the drug. I suppose that's kind of legible. I can't make it bigger, sorry. Alright. Seems it's the drug. Okay, now we're going to add another scene here. So there's a great big old heavy-duty implied sex scene. I don't think I'm gonna get too graphic with that. That doesn't really fit the book, but sexy but not sexual, if that makes sense. And then hangover. Only partial of what happened. All right. The resolution. You say you want a resolution. Yeah, hopefully I don't get demonetized. I'm not monetized anyway. All right. Okay, this is where he starts putting the pieces together. The station. Puts the pieces together and up with demonic possession. Okay, and notes. We're going to put notes in there. Orgy. I think we're going to go with cast during the orgy. Else. And the effects of dust. Foreign nations inability to regarding request regarding okay. And then checks some things with about demons. Okay. Okay, this is a bit too fast, actually. Need more stuff here. Touch back on some of the, yeah. Needs to verify some things. Report back from toxicology. Not derivative. All right. Okay. Whew. 2 hours, huh? I did say that that was going to be where I cut it off, was 2 hours, but I'm almost done this, so probably gonna have to add some scenes here and there, but the bones of it are here. Okay, so he puts the pieces together. He has to talk to Clarence again. Who else does he have to talk to again? Probably goes to talk to his dad again. And I think we'll just, I don't have a synopsis yet for that. Goes to confront, yes. Okay. And let's, yeah. Add some words in here. Tricks her into revealing that she isn't just herself. A little bit. Yeah. I'll have to make sure that it's not too derivative of other stories. Yes. And actually, let's do this. Okay. Demon encourages it. Of moving range. Demon fades out. Parking comment to the effect that the game is only just started. Or okay, so we've got an outline for that scene. Yeah, we're sitting at around, I don't know. I have no way of knowing if this is a novel or a novella at this point. I think it's a novel. It's got enough story for a novel, but the outline seems a bit sparse at the moment. I'm going to have to expand on my usual terse style. All right. Okay, make sure that I have everything from my paper notes in there. Okay, this was just an overview. Yes, I should probably... All right. Talking to Dad. Something about living in two different worlds. Yeah. Dad reveals his own secret history. Yeah, yeah. No, okay, so I was toying around with the idea that Frank would go into the final confrontation with the demon not actually knowing what's going on, but I don't think that works. In terms of story, I don't think that works. So, um, Dad will reveal his own secret history, which will shed some light on Frank. Yeah, confession time. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You'll have to wait until I write that section to see. Um, I know I'm a bastard, aren't I? Oh, well. Okay. Is that enough for the... Yeah, I guess. Yeah, yeah, no, I guess. This is going to be a shorter novel, I think. Certainly not 80 to 100,000 words. 50, 60, probably. Okay, so we've got... Let's take a look at this. We'll use that conversation with Sergeant. Yeah, okay, so setting. And exposition. Oh, no, exposition is here. Setting an exposition. Then we've got sort of the foundation for the plot. Okay, hold on. Now when we go back to talk to Clarence again, Clarence assumed he knew a lot of this. Okay, so we've got... I'm going to have to do a little sort of a timeline plot outline, but just with the mystery side of things. Actually, I don't think that's going to be terribly useful anyway. Okay. But suggests that what Frank does on his own time is his own business. All right. Okay. Extra spaces everywhere. Extra spaces everywhere. All right. Just okay, human involvement. Now it's murder. Somebody was there. Somebody knows something. All right. So he's on the trail in his own time mostly. I gotta figure out what he's gonna do being on the trail. I suspect that's just this on the trail thing is just going to lead us to the finding a clue thing. That's going to be one thing. Okay. So response. Anything I can stick in there? Change the pacing a little bit. It seems very tack, tack, tack from go, go, go here all of a sudden, and I don't want it to be. I want the pace to pick up. I want it to be a little more aggressively paced here. Feel like there's some movement, some motion, things are happening. But he needs a false lead or some dead ends or something. Well, all right. Okay, so after here, after that, he's going to need to go and talk to Vice. Needs to find out where to start, and they would know. They aren't very happy about him. Stick his nose in, worried about investigations as he's leaving. One of the guys tells him to go talk to a certain dealer. All right, as he's leaving, one of the guys tells him to talk to a certain dealer and see what he can find out. Okay. Oh, this would be a good place for the rage. Frank Smash. Don't sue me, Marvel. All right, the rage. Cool. I think I'm going to call it a day here for now. And tomorrow do some actual writing. Okay. Adding in foreshadowing, yeah. All right, so clues to a drug ring because the dust heads comment. So there, yes, that's his. Okay. Auberge. And he catches the perp who is rendered unconscious. Okay, so we got an exciting chase scene there. He goes in to interrogate the perp, and the perp is dead. There's a conversation there. So he goes back to talk to Cass. She's very unhelpful. Teases him a lot. All right. Goes to talk to his dad. That's going to be tricky to write, but we'll get there. Party the hangover. All right. Big final theme. Okay, Dad comes clean about his past. Leave that there. Do I have... Yeah, not much for everything. Not much for everything. But I've got something for everything. All right, so save it. Good, we're good to go. All right. And there we are. So, thanks for joining me on the stream. I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be yet. I'm trying to do 2 hours a day. I want to do 2 hours a day, say 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, or maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. That might work. 4 days a week. Or maybe every day. Maybe I'll do 2 hours every day. I do want to get this thing written. And I am doing NaNoWriMo this year. Or I plan to do NaNoWriMo this year. Maybe I'll actually finish it for once. Maybe I'll get more than 2,000 words for once. I hope so. That's sort of part of the plan of doing this every day, 2 hours, and streaming it, is that it forces me to actually show up, butt in chair, hands on keyboard, all that stuff. I'd like to be streaming at a time when the people that I know are available to, join me here. And I know people in North America and in the UK. And the only local time here where both UK people and North American people are generally conscious, it's 4:30 in the morning here. And that's pushing it a little bit late in the UK. And yeah, but I'm not doing 2 o'clock in the morning here. That's I can't do that. So my plan at the moment is to be getting up very, very early every morning, writing for a couple of hours, and then I may or may not go have a nap. We'll see. I've got a few other things to do today as well. So at any rate, I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to post a schedule for the first couple of days of this stream because I don't know if I can hold to it yet. I'm going to see if I can handle 4:30 in the morning. If I can do it 2 or 3 days running, then I'll put a schedule up on Twitch. If I can't make that happen, I mean, today is late. Today I started at 7, which is several hours later than I planned. But baby steps. We'll get there eventually, hopefully by tomorrow. Tomorrow is eventually. So yeah, if I can manage to make the 4:30 thing happen, I will put a schedule up on Twitch and stick to that. If not, I'll have to figure something else out. I mean, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock is definitely doable. I can handle that for sure. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, thanks for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you don't miss all the other videos. If this is your bag, I will be surprised if this is anyone's bag, watching somebody write. But who knows? It's worked for other people in the past, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever done this before. Yeah. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. And on the off chance that I don't know if my microphone is broadcasting right now with my thing. So with my back in a moment screen. Just a test of that. All right. For sure, bye for now.